The next awards honor those whose involvement affects many in the industry. The honoree includes those who are committed to the legislative process, who are retired after years of contribution, who are outside the industry and have contributed to it, as well as those deserving of special recognition. Please join me in welcoming the honorees to the stage. Standard Bearer Award honoree Jack Heinrich, MGWC, CVCLD, CGD. Life Member honoree Ken Wood. Honorary Member Chris Reimer. And our Special Recognition Award honoree, Robert Cleary, PhD.
Former National Groundwater Association President John Jack W. Henrik, MGWC, CVCLD, CGD of Maple Plain, Minnesota, is the recipient of the Standard Bearer Award for Outstanding Volunteer Involvement in the legislative process. Henrik is president of Bergerson Caswell, Inc., which provides a wide range of groundwater drilling and related services. In addition to serving as NGWA president in 2011, Jack attended the NGWA legislative fly-in in 1999, 2001 to 2004, and 2006 to 2013, contributed to the NGWA PAC in 1999 to 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2009, participated in the NGWA Standard Bearer Grassroots Letter Writing Program, served on NGWA's Rural Water Subcommittee, DOT OSHA Subcommittee, and the Government Affairs Committee. Jack is also the recipient of the 2012 Robert Storm Interdivisional Cooperation Award for promoting collaboration, enhancing cooperation, and fostering community among all groundwater professionals within NGWA. Water well driller Ken Wood of Denton, Maryland, is the recipient of the Life Member Award. Ken is founder and operator of Lifetime Wells for Ghana, which during the past 8 years has drilled more than 1,000 wells for people in Ghana and Tanzania whose only drinking water sources were contaminated. In nominating Ken, fellow driller and friend David Powell, CWD-PI, explained that Ken is responsible for about 1 million people in Ghana and Tanzania receiving clean water. The majority of the money to fund this work has come from him personally. David noted Ken would not seek out this kind of recognition for himself, but would accept it if it had the potential to bring light to this much-needed relief work. Ken spends months each year on drilling trips to Africa. He described both the challenges and satisfaction of his work during one small portion of a trip earlier this year to Tanzania. We put in 4 or 5 wells close to town, then we moved out of town 1 hour to a field. Halfway through the well, a huge storm came. There was no time to stop. We had to get the well in and get out soon or get stuck. Rains were too heavy. We got a very good well. Ladies were celebrating, singing, and dancing. One lady with a baby on her back grabbed me and spun me around. In a 2013 Water Well Journal story, Powell said of Ken, "There is not a single person in the drilling industry or in the world who has done more single-handedly than this man. He just wants to get as many wells done before his life is done. That's what drives the man." Former National Groundwater Association Government Affairs Director Chris Reimer is the recipient of the Honorary Member Award for her more than 30 years of service to the association. Beginning in 1983, Chris served in a number of positions at NGWA and was Government Affairs Director for 22 years. Milestones during Chris's tenure as Government Affairs Director include enactment of legislation authorizing U.S. EPA's Brownfields program to encourage the assessment and reuse of these sites, NGWA participation in the Brownfields negotiated rulemaking process, enactment of legislation to address MTBE contamination and strengthen petroleum underground storage tank installation requirements to prevent future leaks to groundwater, development of a USDA program to support the installation or upgrade of household private water well systems, adoption of federal tax credits to encourage the use of geothermal heat pump systems, a renewable energy source, the establishment of a framework for a national groundwater monitoring network to assess the status and trends of groundwater, the nation's largest freshwater resource. Nominator David Henrick, CWD-PI, CVCLD, said Chris has been one of our industry's strongest advocates for decades. Her guidance helped NGWA build a very effective government affairs office that the association has continually been able to use to help promote our agenda and become a guiding voice in national groundwater issues. David said Chris deserved the award not just for her accomplishments, but also for her commitment and perseverance as Government Affairs Director. Whether being overshadowed by industry partners working on the same legislation or all of the policy and rules-related work, unless you work directly with Chris, it could be at times difficult to notice all of the wins she racked up. Robert Cleary, Ph.D., president of Princeton Groundwater, Inc., Tampa, Florida, is the recipient of the Special Recognition Award. Robert has taught NGWA's professional development short course on ModFlow since 1994. He is widely known for developing the Princeton Groundwater short courses, which he has helped lead for more than 30 years. These courses provide cutting-edge information about contaminant hydrogeology and remediation. The courses attract regulators, students, consultants, and site owners from around the world. Many state and local regulatory agencies, consulting firms, and Fortune 500 companies rely on the Princeton courses as the primary technical training courses for their staffs. It is conservatively estimated that more than 20,000 people have attended the Princeton Groundwater Pollution and Remediation courses. Robert claims the accomplishment of which he is most proud is the many thousands of students I have had the privilege to teach and influence in university and professional groundwater courses, together with the best instructors in the world. Nominator Murray Einerson said the word that comes to mind to describe Robert's teaching legacy is impactful, and stated that Robert's contributions have been impactful not just for the sheer number of his former students, but also for the content of his teaching, adding that Robert's continually updated content in his courses is unmatched anywhere.
Congratulations to Jack, Ken, Chris, and Robert, and thank you for your contributions that affect and continue to affect so many in the groundwater industry.